and welcome back to MLB The Show 19 and the Salomon Barrios Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, we started the 2021 season with a split between the Los Angeles Angels and the Houston Astros. Salomon not doing too good. Got a walk and a hit, I think, but not a whole lot of actual action going on here. So it would be well upon us to get out here and actually do some change out here. I don't think the training session I did last time actually took, so I'm gonna have to keep doing some of this stuff. And that's gonna require us to do some of these silly training sessions like the, box jumping. I think box jumping was probably a little bit easier than the plyometrics. The parappa the rapper stuff just kind of wasn't working for me last time, so hopefully get a little bit better performance out of Salomon here, who's rocking those red sweats. Let's get it. Well, he sure jumped on that box. You can't say that he doesn't know how to jump on a box. Let's keep going. And that'll bring us out here against the Toronto Blue Jays in Anaheim. Now, the Blue Jays are the team against whom Salomon blew out his MCL last year, so hopefully he'll stay a little bit more in one piece this following series. Let's get out here and get it.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club. All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2021 Los Angeles Angels.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting nine for this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And let's focus our attention on Xander Bogaerts, shortstop up the chute. One of the best in the business, one of the smoothest players in the game. We talk a lot about Robinson Cano and how he goes about his business at second base. The X-Man is no different at shortstop and the bat plate.
Ready now for LA, Salomon Barrios. as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Well, Salomon coming out here, bottom 2 with 2 out, nobody on.
Delivery to him on the way. This should end the inning.
That's going to be a grounder, though, right over to second, and that'll end the inning.
This one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Now batting, Salomon Barrios. He got on top of one and was a ground down victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result.
Next time up, bottom 4, up 1-0.
Play is in order. Anything on the ground.
2 on, 1 out.
They could certainly roll too.
Takes the first pitch, change up for a ball.
One down now, one down.
Now the 1-0.
If you don't follow baseball news, you'd be forgiven for not knowing this. They actually made a fairly recent deal, the MLB that is, with an independent baseball league called the Atlantic League to test out rule changes which would be controversial to say the least if they were to just implement it into even minor league baseball.
But that one right there had such good downward action.
These are changes that have been talked about for years, such as like robo-umps and moving the mound further away from the home plate. One of the changes they just implemented,
good bite to that sinker as he gets
strike out swinging for Salomon. One of the changes they just implemented was a rule that allowed the batter at any time he feels appropriate to try to steal first base from home, as opposed to,
here's the 0-1 pitch.
As opposed to being forced into putting the ball in play, or at the very most trying to steal first off of a
1-2 now.
ball in the dirt on a strike 3 swinging.
High 80s. Down in the zone. Looks like a fastball
in cases where the pitcher throws the ball to the backstop, that would allow a player to steal first on that play rather than try to swing and put the ball in play.
He's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit
that goes well and truly against the old baseball adage that you can't steal first base. But, adages are just that. They're words. They're just phrases that people come up with because they sound catchy. Meanwhile, Salomon gets his first RBI on the year with a base hit single right up the middle. Let's go, Venga!
Here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Digging in and looking for more, David Fletcher. He homered back in the third inning in this one.
Kind of like the way you're pulling back out there, sir.
Now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Throw over to first.
Well, now you're throwing over at Salomon, so now I'm honor bound to try to steal second off of you. You jerk.
Right guy, right spot. Come on now, kid.
The 1-2.
And as I noted before, the manager did actually give Salomon the green light to start stealing whenever he wanted. So we're going to go ahead and take advantage of that whenever possible. And if we're lucky, we will get to the 2020 club, 20 stolen bases and 20 home runs this season. Got to avoid getting our knee blown out again, but hopefully that'll happen.
And he goes and chops this one out towards second.
Ground ball over to second is going to be in time, and that is going to end the inning.
So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 5.
So Salomon gets his first fielding opportunity here late in the game, top 8. It's going to be a high fly ball out to Salomon land, but he's out there to pull it in. That'll be the second out of the inning. And Salomon gets himself one more at-bat in this game. He's already 1 for 3 on the day. And that's going to be lined straight up the middle. It's not much of a power swing, which is what I was going for, but, you know, I'll take it.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps
That's
trying
2 for
to
4
attack
for
this
Salomon
zone
on the day.
Being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pounding his own weight.
A splitter, but he started it too low.
38,696 people here in Angel Stadium of Anaheim. The Angels, thank you for your support.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
This is line
That's a nice liner. And it's going to get down. Solomon's going 3. He's not going to be able to get home.
They've really got something going here. Runners at second and
He would have been
third to start the
gunned
inning.
down at the plate if he'd tried.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall.
Maybe if he'd started running and hadn't stopped, he would have been out there. David Phelps coming on for the Blue Jays late in this one to try to make a difference here,
That they've run out there in this one.
or at least eat some more innings.
That's for the
And he
Angels.
takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light
no
up
one
when
down
you
here.
get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Hey, come on. You got a hold of my here.
The 2-1. Strike 2 swinging.
Here we go.
2-2
count.
This one sinks
Taken
low.
low,
The touchdown
3-2.
side. It's a full count, 3-2. Xander Bogaerts waits on deck.
Kicks and deals.
This pitch is
But that's just popped right up over the pitcher's mound. First baseman's got it, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Great scoring opportunity missed right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts, who himself is raking today. He's just raking.
Xander.
1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Pitch, drive it right here.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
The 1-2. Still 1-2.
Fouls that one off.
You got one here. Hey, here we go now.
As well as that one.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
I went out to a minor league baseball game last night. I won't mention which one, but they were having a bobblehead day. And it was my first experience going to a game where they were actually giving out player bobbleheads. I got there to the stadium probably about half hour before the game started, which was not anywhere near soon enough to actually get one. They were long out of them. And in fact, I saw guys rove in the stands with signs saying, "I want your bobblehead. Trade me your bobblehead." Stuff of that nature.
And battling it out.
And he looks at one that misses.
That's going to be a walk there for Xander Bogaerts, working the count against
Yeah, the guy's been on fire.
Phelps
lately.
here.
Anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the
I'll bring up Daniel Robertson, who by comparison, not raking today. Absolutely not raking today.
And he's got ducks on the pond, as they say.
0 for 4 on the day.
Already sizable lead.
Pops that one back up behind home plate.
Originally from the
Stays
Steelers,
alive,
he was taken in the 14th
but makes it a
round
1-2
during the
count.
2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was.
That is going to be into the second baseman. I think they're going to call that a base hit. No, they're going to call it an E4, so he's not credited with the RBI. But nonetheless, that's another run in here for the Angels late in the game. Make it 8-0.
anything right.
And light that baby up. Brad Ausmus gets his first home win here in 2021 season. And the Angels out here doing their job before the home crowd in the home opener.
Shutout final score. Los Angeles played in an even dozen runs to come out on top today. Robbie Ray gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he struck out 13 in this one. Ryan Barucki couldn't escape the fourth inning as he slapped with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watkey down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network. Friday Night Baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Tyler Skaggs will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. Solid win total from last year, and he'd like to win a whole bunch of games in this new season. He's a good pitcher, and he normally pitches good at the beginning of the season.
Number 45 out here throwing his best for his Angels.
It'll be interesting to see what kind of start he gets off to this year.
Now and forever. Salomon out here, bottom one with 2 outs, runner on second.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ooh, slider below the zone. Nice one.
At it, but he missed strike one. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah,
Okay,
man,
low
they need to grab
balls
this one
today.
You don't want to drop the first 2 games of the season. I don't care if it's on the road. I know you're going to have to battle, play well at home.
Oh, wow.
You can't afford to get on the team bus back to the hotel 0-2.
That's something.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring a game when Carl's behind the dish.
3-2, full count. 3 runs
All right,
already home.
worked the count against this guy. And that's going to be a walk for Salomon here.
That pitch misses, it's ball 4.
Well,
Forced him to throw a few extra pitches here. Marcus Stroman out here, forced to work a little bit more than he wanted to against Salomon.
Hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from him on the defensive side of the ball.
We've got an opportunity to add a couple more here if Corey Dickerson can put something into play. No stealing here, of course, because we got somebody out front.
Parsons is after it.
That's going to get down. Solomon's already rounding third. He hasn't even fielded it out there in right field. That's going to be a 5-1 RBI, 2 RBI double for Corey Dickerson. And we got a roll in here early on. Let's go, Venga.
He's got to find a way to string some outs together, or he's going to be in some deep trouble.
Standing in, Jonathan Davis.
Next one up, Jonathan Davis out here on the plate.
1-1 home.
Skaggs kicks and deals. Puts it into play out there behind second base, and that'll be the first out of that inning, I think. Top 3, we're up 5-1 still.
His last at bat with another big hit right here.
That's going to be a fly ball out to Salomon land. He's out there to pull it in.
Under it, Barrios makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
And that'll be the second out of that inning. With Salomon coming up here, bottom of the third with 1 out, nobody on.
But he has scored a run in this one. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the
Slider
zone.
outside, no swing.
Hey, come on, baby. See it.
Marcus Stroman really having to work today. He's already at 53 pitches through 2 1/3.
Line Line drive to
Line
left.
shot, left field.
Hernandez
But that's going to be
is gonna
taken
get
in out there
as
by
he
the left
backs up to
fielder.
Put it away, and there
So,
are two
good
gone
contact,
He got
Salomon,
that
but
one pretty good.
unfortunately,
He
just
didn't have
bad
the
luck.
Right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Teoscar Hernandez making the run out there to make the play.
Digging in to try it
Here comes
again.
Clint Parsons here for the Blue Jays, 6-1 in the top of the fifth with one out.
Hit the other way
Right out to the
toward
kingdom
right
of
field.
Salomon.
Barrios is underneath this one,
And that'll be the second out of the inning. And here he comes again, bottom of the fifth. We're up 7-1 here in the bottom of the fifth.
First delivery to him on the way. And
Two-seamer inside gets called a strike.
Nothing in one.
Facing Mark Leiter Jr.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
He certainly hasn't
Well,
been
he's
the
pounding the
aggressor in
zone,
this
or
at-bat.
trying to,
2
against
straight
Salomon.
innings, So now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, no problem. Gotta get us out of this.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
That was a close one, but we took it for ball three. Filled the count again.
Down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Come on, dig,
you're scoring.
Connected with that one, but I think that's going to be an easy fly out there to left again, and that'll be the end of the inning.
A run, a hit, and a man left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Angels 7 and the Blue Jays 1. Stepping in, Dominique Montano.
Now batting.
Montano out here again. Runners first and second here with one out.
2-2.
It's going to be a line shot out to Salomon,
Waits on it, makes the play,
but
and
he
there
is
are
going
two
to
gone
make
now.
the play and keep the runner on second out here,
Stepping up to the
which will
plate,
in turn
Barrios.
put us out here 7-1 up.
Salomon.
That was kind of awkwardly phrased. Puts us out here in the bottom of the eighth. The Angels are up 7-1 over the Blue Jays. 2 outs in the inning. And that is going to be just grounded over to the second. And that is going to be the third out of the inning.
Angels are gone in order. They're on top 7.
Bud Light that baby up. We give Tyler Skaggs his first win on the season. And we get to go out here to try to, we're forced to split any minimum. And we have the chance to go to win the series. If we go 4 for 4, we sweep the Blue Jays here at home.
Gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Marcus Stroman permitted 6. Saturday night baseball now from Southern California at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight it's the third of this 4-game weekend series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Andrew Heaney is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Angels. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the
Well,
number
our
of
first
hits.
appearance today is going to be at the top of the first with nobody out. So Dominique Montano's out here trying to make the difference. But all he's going to do is line out to the kingdom of Salomon, and that'll be the first out of the game.
A few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see.
Next batter up, Tyler Wade, also going out to Salomon land.
Belted high, and
That's a high fly ball out there to the stands, and that one is off the scoreboard. That's a home run. No saving that one.
solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way, and there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot, and you can tell that it affected him.
Now at the plate,
Going top two, runner on first, one away, and we've tied it up. But we got another pitch, another ball coming out to Salomon. That's going to be right out to him.
Barrios is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So
And that will bring Salomon up to face these guys.
7 in the series so far. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound.
Low outside
They can't go out
fastball
like
taken
last
for
game
strike one.
and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going.
Inside fastballs, ball two.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his
Oh,
zone
nice
around.
hung
Usually
changeup out there.
settling in those
Good timing on it. I just straight up missed, and that's strike two.
Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent.
And fastball above the zone. Got a little bit ambitious about it and struck right the heck
All right,
out.
guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set.
Salomon coming out here, bottom of the fourth. 1 on, 1 out.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was
Change
late
up
on that
inside,
one.
swatted it
And
foul.
We'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn.
I don't know who this guy is. Manny Moreno. I guess he's okay.
Yeah, we got one.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go.
Hey, let her in.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
But that's going to be grounded right at the first baseman. And that is going to be Salomon hitting into a double play, which is pretty much the last thing you want.
On a hit, no errors, and no one.
Regardless, here we find ourselves top 5. Nobody on, 1 out. Another hit coming out to Salomon land. It's right at him, more or less. So he gets to go out here, pull it in. That'll be the second out of the inning.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jose Ramirez. He got called out on.
I'm guessing this is not the same Jose Ramirez that's off of the Cleveland Indians.
He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball.
But he's going to extend all right, get out there to right field, but Salomon can make the play. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
Coming to the plate now, number 27. And guys, 7th inning.
Now, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., excuse me.
That's what you get when both
Swallowing my tongue out here.
Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done
In any
just that.
case, he's out.
Resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Here we go now. Let's go.
And here comes Salomon.
Plate, Salomon Barrios.
I don't have any confidence that I'm going to avoid hitting, swinging out something outside the zone.
Pitch of the at-bat on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the
That is going to
If it
drift
stays
foul,
fair, it's
unfortunately.
gone. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball.
Oh, again, nice outside changeup just late on that one.
Another pitch for a strike. And this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on.
Slider gets away from him a little bit out there on the mound.
Have a pretty good night.
Comes in after Salomon, and he can just jump out of the way. And the changeup.
So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him.
Struck out swinging on that one.
Out there, guys.
Here comes Lourdes Gurriel Jr. once again. Top 9, we're still tied. We got a runner on and one away.
Double play is in order, however.
It's going to be a tough one for Salomon to get to, but he does. And here comes Salomon to drive in the winning run.
And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. Question is whether.
And we got Showtime saved up, not for this express purpose, mind, but
here's the first pitch. In the dirt here. Possible winning run on
sweeping curveball down below the zone.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
I'm not telling you have to hit a home run here, Salomon. I'm just saying, now would be an excellent time for one. But that's going to be a single straight up the middle. We got a runner going home on it. And that is going to be the ball game. Light that baby up. JT Realmuto comes in to score. Salomon gets himself a game-winning RBI single up the middle. And Angels win the series here early in the year against the Toronto Blue Jays.
And some guys just don't. He brings home the winning run from second and is being absolutely mobbed by his teammates. What a finish.
Solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he pitched.
That was kind of a lackluster Gatorade shower there, but nonetheless, Andrew Heaney is your man of the game.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Arodys Vizcaíno claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
And Salomon's durability is not quite there yet, so he only goes 3 out of 4 games in that series. But nonetheless, Toronto gets swept. Angels go 5-1 on the series, and that's going to be it for today. Salomon got his average up to 235. Not great, but, it's not below the Mendoza line, I suppose. By comparison, his on-base percentage is up around 350, which is a little above league average. Not by much, but he's there. I would say that it's been a bit of a disappointing season, but nonetheless, you can't deny he got himself the game-winning RBI on that day. So we are going to go ahead and call it a day for today. So until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.